Welcome back. Now joining us once again this morning from Wildlife Images and Rehabilitation Center in Grants Pass is Executive Director Dave Siddon and Xander Mora, who is today handling our bird. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
You guys, bird in the room here. We got Attila. Tell me a little bit about him.
Well, Attila is a cinereous vulture, and they are the largest old world vulture on Earth. So he's just about a condor size. Now, old world vulture means African and European, and new world vultures are North and South American. So the vultures are quite a bit different. Ours basically came from cranes and that sort of lineage, and the African and European vultures came from eagles and hawks and that sort of thing. So that's convergent evolution. One came from one stream, the other came from a different direction, but they came up with the same kind of design.
And it's so cool to see how it's converged into Attila here.
Yes.
And so now many people can probably notice that Xander and Attila are rather close here. Tell me about how that happened.
Well, Attila, like most vultures, they have a social network, and they'll bond to one person typically. And Xander was the first person to work with Attila at Wildlife Images, so now Attila thinks of Xander as dad. And so they have a really great relationship, and he'll tolerate me and put up with me, and I can rub his head and do things like that, but he's nowhere near what Xander can get away with. So they have a real bond. He likes to groom his beard and all that sort of thing.
Oh my goodness, that is such a good one. Xander, what's that been like for you?
It's been kind of scary because he is a big, scary vulture. But otherwise, it's just amazing. I love being with this guy, and you make sure I look nice for the cameras.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Fantastic.
Look at him go.
Absolutely.
You have a personal stylist over here, actually.
Yeah, I found something in my beard, I guess. Yeah.
So how have you seen Attila progress over the time since he came to Wildlife Images, both of you?
Well, he was kind of shy. He's retired from the film business, so he used to be a movie star and all that sort of thing. And so we end up as kind of a retirement community for some of these animals that were film animals at one point or another. So he was, getting a lot more attention all of a sudden when he came back up here to us. And so he's responded beautifully. He's very social, and especially around Xander, and encounters with people, and he just loves having the audience up there, so it's really nice.
And that's kind of the point of wildlife ambassadors, to show animals that have been raised in captivity that can't go back into the wild, but now are an example of how people can interact with them, correct?
Well, and that's, I think, probably the best thing that we do is we connect people to wildlife, because then they'll be conscientious voters. They're going to make better decisions for caring for wildlife and being better stewards of the environment. So when you see an animal like this, how do you not fall in love with him? He's like a big Muppet. He's just the sweetest animal in the world, and that's great to have the people get that opportunity to bond with these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have animal encounters. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we have animal encounters going on during the week at Wildlife Images. One of them was with the otters, one was with wallabies, another one was with reptiles. And so it's an extra added thing if you want to pay for the encounter and get these close up opportunities with these animals. It's pretty unique.
So you're saying people can interact one-on-one with animals?
They can indeed, yes.
That is amazing. I would love to spend some one-on-one time with Attila over here, but also coming up on August 20th at the Reinhardt Volunteer Park in Grants Pass, you'll be actually releasing some wildlife. Give us a little preview of that.
6 o'clock at night, we're going to be taking out, we raised 12 baby mallard ducks, and so we're going to take those out and let the public be part of that sort of thing, because releasing an animal that's been in captivity all its life is pretty darn cool. So these guys came in with little ducklings that were lost, and so we raised all of them, so they're going to be ready to go out in the wild on their own.
And I love how that just adds to your guys' message of bringing the public into these animals and really teaching them how to interact with them properly, correct?
Absolutely, that's critical. And so we're really lucky to have a very unique set of ambassadors, like Attila, and we've got our bear cub that is really neat now too, and Gilbert. Yeah, Gilbert's now started off at 70 pounds, now he's 250 some pounds, and that's his dad too, so he loves Xander. If Xander leaves the area, he gets all emotional and starts crying for Xander and all that. So it's pretty darn neat.
Xander, you're an animal whisperer over here.
I guess
what is
so.
this?
Hey, I went to the right profession, I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose you did. You have a personal Disney princess over here. The animals are all just
absolutely. I just need to get a dress on,
Exactly. Well, you guys, I would love to talk all day about these animals, but we do have to say goodbye to you this morning. Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
We'll keep people in mind. Wildlife Images exist due to the kindness of others volunteers. So, keep us in mind for estate planning, or if you have donations or you want to be a volunteer. We need volunteers always. So help us help these guys.
Well, Dave, Xander, thank you so much for joining us this morning. As we just said, Wildlife Images is open daily at their location on Lower River Road in Grants Pass. The Tee Off for Wildlife Golf Scramble fundraiser happens Saturday, September 6th. With 9 a.m. shotgun start, there are prizes for first, second, and third place teams, plus longest drive, a KP contest, and holes in one. And if you've never wanted to book a personal encounter with an animal ambassador, now you can. Pet a skunk, handle a reptile, you can even feed a bear. Find out more at wildlifeimages.org. Dave, Xander, thank you so much for joining us. And Attila, it was so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Boy.